Good evening, Michael Walsh with Roger Norgel here. Welcome to Norwal Farm. It's Wednesday evening about sunset on February the 11th. In this video we have some more new lambs. We finished our lambing season for the winter today, and earlier in the week we took some weights on the October lambs, and I had a little construction project today. So thanks for joining us, and let's get started. In the process of building a small loading ramp for our trailer. It's 4 feet long, and I bought seconds wood. It'll work. It doesn't have to be perfectly square, and we're going to have, obviously these are the sides. There will be plywood sides, and then there's going to be cleats on the floor, and then under here you can see this board right here. This will sit on the edge of the trailer and keep the ramp from slipping back. And I moved it back from the end so that there's a little bit of overlap up here, so there's no space for them to see to try to get out. So putting that together today, and we'll try it out next Monday when we take the lambs to market. All finished. I put these on the inside because I wanted to use a heavier screw than what came with these. So those are 1 5/8". So I put that on the inside so that secures that. So we got handles on both sides, make it easier to lift. I Googled spacing between the cleats, and they said 8 inches on center. And you want 1.5 inches to 2 inches, which those are 1 inch and 3/8, I think, or 5/8, something like that. So that'll work. I've got the board underneath that will sit on the edge of the trailer, and that should stick in far enough that they can't see out the sides. So anyway, that's better than lifting 150 to 200 pound sheep into the trailer. I raised it just a bit on the bottom, so if there's dirt, it'll go out the sides, easier to clean out. Like I said, all this lumber was in the scrap piles on 70% discount. So I saved nearly $60 on wood, which was a big deal. And then I've got 2 extra boxes of screws. I bought 2 boxes of each size, so I can take 1 box of each back. So that'll save me about $40. So all total, I've got about $50 invested. So hopefully this will work, and we will find out next Monday. I'm glad we have the barn cameras, because I was checking, and this doe got her head through the wire. So I have to cut a couple of pieces of that wire out to get her loose. The head will go through, but then the horns, they can't get out once they stick their head through. So this was right there, and I had to take the bolt cutters and just cut that out. So that's why you want to use 4-inch wire panel, which I didn't have it here, or wooden gates. But anyway, we got her loose. Thankfully, I checked the camera and saw her tonight. The lambs have adjusted really well to being outside. When we feed the ewes the grain, then they go in a bunch and they run around and play. They were running around earlier. Maybe they'll start again. but it was in the upper 30s today. It was 41 on the barn. So I'm really glad they're outside, the fresh air, and they're eating wheat feed pretty well. We go through about 1.5 pounds a day. So that's not bad. They're just getting a good start on it. Jacob, you and her twins are doing fine. They're not trying to steal. So, really pleased. We finished lambing today, and we ended up with 26 lambs from 14 ewes for 185%. We had 12 sets of twins and 2 singles. We had one single born today, nice big ewe lamb. So glad that we're getting finished with lambing. And like I say, these lambs are, well, the oldest are about 33 days old. The youngest are probably about 2 weeks, but they're doing really well out here. Fresh air is doing them a lot of good. So. Number 28 had a really nice sized set of twins. Nice large lambs, ram and a ewe. Totally unassisted. They were probably born around 6:30 this morning. They were up and standing by the time I checked the camera. And they have nursed. So she's doing really well. These guys over here are doing well. And this is the last one. And her udder's not real full yet. I don't have an exact breeding date on her. What I do have marked down is she's about 3 days away, which that might fit, I don't know. And by looking at her, I don't know, I think she's probably gonna have a single. Hope I'm wrong, but goats are doing fine. They're due the Saturday on Valentine's Day. Black twins are doing well. So everybody's doing pretty good in here. It is 11 o'clock on Wednesday morning, and that ewe there had the twins early this morning, and this ewe is in labor now. I didn't think she's that close. Her udder didn't look that full, but she's really going at it. So that's good. We'll be all done lambing. That's perfect. My guess is she's going to have a single. She's not that big, but she's really churning everything up here, so we'll see what she does. She's actively in labor, so we'll just video this. It's right there. There's the water bag right there. And it went back in. And this is a ewe that's scanned open. We blood test her and she is pregnant, so you can actually see a foot there. And there's the mucus hanging out, so our water bag has opened. And my guess is she's going to have a single. Yeah, there's a foot. Neither one of these were showing any signs last night, so. But I'm glad we're getting done today. This is normal, a lot of up and down, pawing. Pretty good sized lamb, so it's going to be a single. It's a big foot. Kind of hard to see here, but the second foot is showing now too, so she's progressing. You can smell the fluids that have dropped in the bedding. That's what she's sniffing. I'm at the wrong angle. Just it. There, you can see both feet there. She'll be pushing the head out here shortly. Takes a while to dilate when they're working on that head. Taking a short break to get a snack. That won't last very long though. I see the tip of the nose there. There's the head right there. He's doing really well. You gotta get the shoulders out. She might deliver standing up. It's making progress. It's coming. Just about got the shoulders. Once she gets those shoulders in, it should come on out. Here's the shoulders. Good. This is a huge lamb. Here it comes. Here we go. Just stand up and talk to it. Look it off. Come on. There, get up. Get up. There she goes. Took about 25 minutes start to finish, so that's pretty good. It's talking already. The weather's moderated. I got the barn door open, so it's laying in the sunshine. That'll help warm it up and dry it off. I don't think she's going to have another, and we'll see. But these Ildefranzias are really good moms. They lamb on their own and really take care of them very well. They're talking to each other. Haven't seen if it's a ram or a ewe lamb. Can't tell from this end, obviously. Nice ewe lamb. It's 45 minutes old. I got its cord iodined and tubed it with 5 ounces of powdered colostrum. Gave her her enema. She's standing up. It is I think I said it's a ewe lamb. It's a female. So I don't think she's going to have another one. Pretty good sized lamb. She doesn't have much of a bulge there anymore, so I think that's probably it for her. But very nice lamb, and it's up trying to nurse already. So the sunshine's really nice and warm, and there's some heat coming off the bedding pack. You can see here it's probably at least a foot, maybe 2 feet of bedding in there. So that generates heat. So when they lay down, it's actually pretty warm for them. So it's about lunchtime, so we'll leave her at this. She just has to clean yet. Checked her teats, both of those are open, plenty of milk. So January, February lambing for 2026 is done. Ended up with 185%. We had 12 sets of twins and 2 singles. So I'm very pleased with that. Next group of lambs are due the end of May. We're going to be pregnancy testing those in the next, probably 3 weeks. We're just going to send blood tests in on them this time. We're not going to ultrasound. Try that and see how that works. So anyway, we'll come back out later and check on it.